Hi everybody, welcome back to Donna Flame Brain. As you know, those who've been here before, this is my channel where I talk all about my brain injury. This brain injury came about because of my condition, autoimmune limbic encephalitis, okay? I do recommend you Google it, watch other videos, do some research if you're interested, but those who are here are generally those who are going through a brain injury or those who are caring for somebody with brain injury, okay? So this video is a bit different part of the room. Also, I don't have any music to play because I couldn't find a pen and I don't have any notes. Okay, I know I don't generally have like a script when I talk to you, but I do have. I tend to have like a note list. So what's generally going to happen now? I might trip over my words, stumble, and forget what I'm saying. Okay. This video is a little bit different. I'm going to be giving you some content, and I'm basically going to be talking about how brain injury affects friendship. Okay, so a lot of people out there that's got any sort of illness condition, they find that all of a sudden things become lonely. Okay, and that's no offense or no disrespect to any friends of anybody who has a condition or an illness. I'm not disrespecting any of my friends. I'm just talking about how it feels. Okay, and the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people out there don't really know how to express their feelings, and I'm one of the lucky ones within this, that even though I have a lot of problems with communication and that, I'm still able to stay positive and get my sort of message across to let you know how things are with me. And then I know that goes along with helping other people. And how I know that actually is because I get a lot of messages and feedback from these videos, and also from other things I talk about and other places I talk. And there's a lot of people my age who are going through an acquired brain injury, or those who've been through some sort of accident where they've, I think that's traumatic brain injury. So when I want to talk about friendship, it's because obviously when anybody gets ill or whatever, then things change. And one thing that's been big about my condition is my personality change and the way I am. And I'm a lot different to how I used to be, regardless of whether people notice so much. It is. I often try to cover myself, but obviously this isn't it. I can't anymore in that sense. People know that there's something up with me. Doesn't matter how I act. If I think I'm doing well, which I am doing well. But if I think that I'm sat there, sort of being the same Donna, then I'm very mistaken and wrong, because I have had feedback from friends and family members, and they said, Don, you're different in a sense. So that's the truth. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you how I feel about the difference in friends and things, and then I hope that you guys could comment below and maybe tell me how your relationships with people, friends, not just friends, but family as well, has changed since you've become unwell, or since you've got your whatever condition that's affected your brain. So we're going to go with it. All right, I started getting unwell, and when I was, a good few years ago, probably about 2015 is when I started feeling it, okay? And I was kind of like, I knew there was a change in personality, I knew there was a change in the way I was, but nobody really commented apart from, I don't know, maybe my husband, and I don't think my sister or my brother really noticed at that time the change. They knew that I was kind of a lot more stressed out or sleeping a lot more. Let me think. So that was the obvious thing when I started getting unwell. I mean, I didn't know then that there was some sort of antibody attacking my body or attacking my brain. I didn't have a clue. I just thought that I was tired, or maybe because I was involved in so many things, I thought maybe I was kind of doing too much. And a lot of people around me, a lot of friends, said that I'm doing too much, but I didn't think I was doing like that much in a sense, because I had a good few projects on the go along with work and things, but I wasn't doing anything super different and things. I was doing things that I enjoy, and that's the one thing about work that I miss, is that it's like a youth worker job was made for me. I'm not just saying that like to boast that I was good at my job. Is more than that. It was really like a lifestyle choice, and I sort of really enjoyed it. Not because boastingly it is boasting, but I am I am quite a good youth worker, generally because of like a natural thing, or like a natural rapport that I'm able to make with young people. Not that this is a job interview, but yeah, I really enjoyed my job, and that's where I've done a lot of socialising and things throughout all of my jobs, because I used to really enjoy working alongside staff members, other employees and things. So that was my job, and that was a lot of socialising and stuff, and I'd come back and be able to discuss that with friends and family, like, oh yeah, this happened in work, or that happened in work, or, you know, like when I was a drugs worker, I really enjoyed being able to share information and sort of things I'd done on courses with people. Obviously later on, information sharing became very difficult with me, and that was mainly not being able to give the correct information that I knew. I knew what I was saying wasn't right, because I couldn't really come up with answers that I could be confident in it being the truth. Maybe I'm a, you know, I don't know, job's worth, but you know, I had confidence in my kind of ability to work with young people and tell them stuff that they're sort of real, okay? And when I started losing confidence in that, I understood when the occupational therapist was like, oh, Don, listen, we don't think an advisory role is good for you, which is true. It's become, I mean, forget all the memory problems and the silly things I was doing before I got told what was wrong with me. I started knowing myself, because obviously I couldn't spell certain words and stuff anymore, and so I had to change a few things up with my job. You know, the way that I was delivering workshops and things, it had to become a lot more interactive. I had to get the young people writing things so that I didn't have to show myself up that I couldn't spell. But anyway, I've gone far away from the topic. And the reason why I got no notes is because I can't find a pen. I cannot find a pen anywhere, and I have asked all the kids today about pens and things, because I wanted to write out, I wanted to do a sketch of, or try and do a sketch of how I want the garden to look, because we've been spending a lot of time, not me, but family members have been spending a lot of time getting the garden cleared and things, which I will show you, and I have taken pictures, so there'll be loads of updates on that. But yeah, the point of this video is to talk about friendships. So I'm somebody who, even from school, I've always had different groups of friends, okay? So I never really had, you know, like proper clicky best friends sort of thing, even though I do have people who I consider my best friends, sort of like within my inner circle, who I can trust and talk to about things. Even though I don't do that, is people who I know I can if I want to, but I don't not do it because I'm being secretive or sly or sneaky. I just tend to feel that I'm okay in a way, even though I know that, you know, things are kind of like not the same. But I sort of like to be me around people. I do remember who I was or who I am, and I know my limitations and things a lot more now. That's all. But so yeah, personality change is the main thing when it comes to friends. Anybody going through any sort of illness, condition, or just brain injury will know that you know, a lot of things will affect you mentally, regardless whether you have a condition that affects you in that way. But with me, my condition, which affects the limbic area of the brain where the inflammation is or was, it changes the way you are in a way. And I still got a good grip on who I am. I know who I am. That's the good thing about it. And I'm okay with this. So it's basically, it's me being able to balance everything when I can. Okay, this is not going to make sense now. But, see. Okay, when I do or say or behave in a certain way, I tend to have no idea that I'm doing it until when I've either done it, or afterwards when somebody tells me that I was behaving that way, or I said this, or, you know, those sort of things. So what's the reason I'm telling you that? Okay, the reason why I'm telling you that is because, like, oh, do you know what? I didn't even know why I'm telling you that. Maybe if I listened back to it, I'd be able to get my flow, but obviously I'm recording this just straight up. So yeah, personality change is the one thing. Okay, so when someone says personality change, what I feel is, what they mean is the things I might do or say or think. Or if somebody says something, normally, like we sat in a circle, we're talking, and somebody might say something, and normally my opinion might be, you know, supportive, or I might come up with an idea of, okay, you know, how that can change or help. Now and then, if I'm on a bad day anyway, I tend to be a lot more direct and straight and unfiltered. So it's dangerous if you have good friends that you kind of, I'm honest with my friends, don't get me wrong. I'm always straight. And that's why a lot of my friends like me. Because it's like, okay, Donna will either help, support, tell the truth or whatever. Yeah, tell it like it is. And that's me. But I found since the brain injury, I am a lot more direct. I mean, for example, if someone's talking and I don't really understand what they're saying or I can't follow what they're saying, then I'll go straight in with, look, I don't be funny, but I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Or, what the hell are you talking about? Which, to be honest, before if I didn't understand what someone was saying, I would never think, like, what the hell are you talking about? So I don't understand where this sort of comes from, but that's what it's like. So, and I do find it hard to follow sort of conversations. For example, if there's a lot of people and we're all chatting, I might lose the plot totally. And it comes to, and I'm saying it comes to my turn to comment, but normally I would have commented or given my input, and so I'll just sit there sometimes and just not have a clue of it. And yeah, but again, I don't tend to stay silent. I'll just chip in with something. I can't always remember what I'm saying. I can't even give you an example of what I just said, but yeah, it's like I really just go in on it, like in ways that I can't control. So there's personality change that affects friendship. Not that any of my friends would be upset with the things I say. They'd understand, obviously, that I'm unwell and there's a change in me. But this is one of the reasons that kind of keeps me from engaging so much or putting myself forward for certain social events and things. So that is that. So some of the other things that might affect friendships is... you know, before I even pressed record, I had a lot of ideas of what I was going to say to you about this content, about friends, but, okay, another thing, obviously, apart from personality change, is just a total change of circumstances, because often you might get invited to certain events or things, a friend might say, oh, don't you want to go out, or do you want to come and meet me, and things, and I probably at that time got definitely at that time I got every intention to say, like, yeah, we're going to meet and we're going to do this, X, Y, and Z, talk about stuff or sort of ideas and projects and things. But not even just that, just chill and hang out. And, that might be on like the Thursday. They say, oh, Don, do you want to meet up, in a couple of days or whatever? And or should I come and visit you, sort of thing? And at that time, I was like, yeah, I'd love it, because, generally, like for example, it's like 1 minute past 4 in the morning, and I'm sick of the internet. I've gone off Facebook and all social media. I just can't be bothered. But yeah, I'm here by myself, so it's like right now, if I was speaking to somebody again, if I was speaking to one of my good friends and they invited me somewhere, I'd be straight away yeah. But that particular day that we've decided to put down that we're going to meet, I really don't know. Like, for example, I'm not sleeping right now, like it's 4 o'clock, so there's no way that I'd be able to meet somebody at 10 o'clock in a bit. There's no way. I'm going to either still be awake because I can't sleep. And then that means I'm going to be shattered. And so when it comes to talking, it's really, really hard because I can't process things so well. And that goes for everything. Friends, TV, music, talking to the kids, remembering what I got to do. All that comes off the fact that I haven't slept, right? And I can't tell you when I'm going to sleep or not. So when it comes to meeting you next Tuesday, next Wednesday, next Thursday, right now I'll say yes, thank you, please. Yeah, thanks for the invite. But when it comes to next Tuesday or whatever, one, if I don't check my calendar every day, then I'll forget about it. And two, maybe on that morning or afternoon I haven't had any rest or sleep and I can't really talk very well. And that's the thing, if you meet friends, is that you want to be able to talk. And one thing I do as a coping thing is practice what I'm going to say. The same thing I do when I go to see my them people you see doctors and people at them at the hospital, excuse me. From the last video I told you about me having this kind of coffee chest problem. I still got it, so again another reason why it's taking so long for another video, because it's awful. I hate it, so I don't want to share that with you. Not that you can catch it through the camera, but the noise and the kind of the horribleness that I have when I lose my voice. Mind you, some of you might enjoy me losing my voice so I can shut up for a bit. Right. So yeah, being able to promise to meet is another thing. I let people down. That's what I meant by what I was just saying. So obviously personality change, not being able to commit to plans, not being able to do the things I used to do before, or not being interested in the things I used to be interested in before. And a lot of that is around, I don't know, just, God, there's probably so much for me to say that about interests that I can't even begin to say, if that makes sense. I don't even know. Normal things we probably just talk about and things. When I say in groups, I mean like, down my sister's house and friends would come over. I find a lot of things I'm not interested in anymore. And you know what? Funny enough, a lot of people who've been through cancer or, really, really kind of serious illnesses, they kind of feel the same way as well. Like your world absolutely changes, and some things don't matter anymore. Like little things is not so serious because, we're full of appointments and scans and tests and all of these things. And so when you talk about how, the cost of bread or the cost of something, or so-and-so did this or so-and-so did that, like these little things which before I would definitely, be interested in, like, oh, never. But now it's like, they seem so trivial. Again, no offense to anybody who's interested in the price of bread or anybody who enjoys that. I still enjoy it, but weirdly enough, I can't, I can't explain it. It's different. Okay, it's very, very different. And so yeah, we're friends. I tend to think, oh, I can't see so and so and stuff because I'm not useful in that way, or the things we should do I don't want to do anymore. I can't do anymore, or it's not the same in that way. But my affection and care for that person and my love for that friend is very much the same. But I don't know, it's like my interest is not, but not in a bad way. It's like okay, it's like overall, and I mean overall, and that's like everything covered. It's like it's the same with everybody, meaning that there's nobody who's like, oh, so and so, I can't be bothered for that person anymore. It's everybody, no matter how that person was in my life. Yeah. Is like it's blanketed, even though individually then people could be different in regards to being able to help me. But it's like staying away from fire. Like you don't put your finger in a candle or a fire burner or all these different things with a flame. You know not to touch, yeah. And it doesn't matter where the fire is coming from, whatever, you just know. So when it comes to my sort of connections and friendships and things, it's like I kind of blanket all of it. Or all of them to be in a way that it's like you tell yourself, like, I'm not interested anymore, I can't help that person anymore. Like, for example, if I was like somebody in someone's life that was sort of like helpful with certain things, or a go-to person, I feel right now I'm not really a go-to person because I don't really have much advice to give, or I don't really know the answer to things anymore. And if I did research, which I got all the time in the world right now, I can't relay it. I can't communicate it. Today, or this morning, I'm talking very, very well. I love it. I wish I could be like this all the time. It's like, okay, my jaw's clicking, I've got body aches and the usual crappy things I always moan about. But communication-wise, I'm good. So if right now, maybe, and again, in my other videos, I've always kind of been okay to talk, 3, 4 in the morning sort of thing. So it's weird. So I think actually I need to have a gathering or meet my friends at 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I'll be able to communicate better, because it seems like that. It actually seems like that, because the biggest thing why I don't really see my friends right now is because of and again, this is good for friends of people with sort of conditions like brain injury and stuff, because the biggest thing is I am aware of certain things either straight afterwards or later afterwards, right? So Big things I'm aware of is the repeating myself. I can ask the same question over and over again, and it ain't as simple as what we've been up to. Somebody might say something, and I might ask them directly the same question of what they just said, or I might ask them something like, it could be like, what car are you driving now then? Yeah, and then about, as soon as 10 minutes later, I could say to them, what car are you driving now then? And I'll ask them the same, like as if it's the first time I've even asked them, which for friends, it can be scary, because they could have been like, Don, you're serious? You just asked me that, or I just told you that. We just spoken about it. But I will ask again, like as if I've never even asked them. And I don't know until it's already come out of my mouth. And even then, I can't come in and say, oh shit, I just asked you that. Sometimes not even until they're telling me the answer that I think, I already know that. It's because I've already asked them that. So that's embarrassing for me. I know I don't want friends to... Obviously, lots of my friends know the kind of things that I say and do, obviously, and they don't mention it. But the fact that I know that they can notice me doing things like that is like, do you know what? I don't want to be put in that position to make them feel awkward that I've just been repeating myself. All this comes with the biggest problem I have with all of this bloody illness, and that's the memory. And if I could fix the memory, then I'm sure I could continue generally fine. And that's with communication and socialising and friends and being me. Because I've forgotten who I am, but I sometimes forget the way I was in a way that I can't do what I used to be able to do. So, I hope that you're able to identify some things I said when it comes to how things change in regards to friendship when you have a condition, especially like a brain injury, which affects your personality, your physical ability, your sleep, your bloody hell, everything. I know that other conditions like cancer, epilepsy, and I don't know, sort of organ failures, kidney failure, heart disease, all of those things, it all changes you. But brain illness, brain disease, brain injury, brain problems like this, it's mad, because it's so individual to the person. Me sitting here now with my jaw clicking and stuff, hopefully you can't hear it, but if my friend was with me now, or my friends were with me now, then I know that they'd be able to pick up on the jaw clicking, the word problem finding, the changing words for other words, them not knowing whether they should correct me when I say something like that, or when I get things wrong. It's hard all around. So no disrespect to any of my good friends. I'm not disrespecting you in that way. I'm just saying that I understand that things have changed. I understand that I have changed, and I appreciate your love and support always. And I hope that we can still continue to see each other more. What I need probably is a bit more pushiness from friends. And when I say I can't meet you, probably, no, Don, I'm meeting you, or I'm coming over, or let's do this, or you can do it. Not in a attention seeking way that, okay, I need attention quick, I'm not very well, so like beg me to come out, or promise me this, or let's do that. No, or let me have things my way. I don't ask for that at all. All I want in my life is true genuine friends who support me, who understand me, and are able to ask me questions and not be awkward when I'm doing crazy stupid things, especially when I'm being reckless, because sometimes I might suggest some stupid things to do, and you might think, actually, let's do that because Donna's unwell. Let's just do that because she wants to know, love. There's no point hedgehog hunting or fire starting, or I don't know, spending stupid loads of money on stuff that we don't even need. No, I don't need that type of friend. I need real friends, like just real honest friends who's got time for me in that way, and who don't take no for an answer, who understands what can be good for all of us. Friendships will always be benefiting all the people in the friendship, if that makes sense. Always, they shouldn't be just like an ill friend in there who, suffering this and suffering that, who you must I mean, caring friends is good, but you should still get something back from the person you're caring for, or the persons you're hanging out with. There should be definitely two ways. And I think my thing that people normally used to hang out with me for was mainly probably because of I was quite good at problem solving and seeing the bigger picture in certain scenarios and things. Very supportive sort of thing, which I still am. I promise you, I still am. And all I need is some friends back. Not that like I said, I do have friends, but I'm saying I need more. Maybe my friends to feel a bit more pushy and saying, Dawn, or maybe getting to know me and liking me this way. Not that I have, in my opinion, much to offer, because I am a little bit, I want to say dense. I don't know whether that applies. I'm scattered. Scattered. Maybe you'll say scatty, but I feel scattered. I feel like with the good days and bad days, nobody can count on me. I'm very unreliable. I'm very, I'll just say different. Very, very different to how I used to be. But all the good parts of me is still here. Okay, and even though when I'm unfiltered, I might say some nasty, bad things, or I might be direct and straight, then that's when you must give allowances to my illness. Not unless then. Not until I act up or play up or, excuse my language, F up. Okay, so good, honest, true, genuine, realistic friends. Good old mates, soulmates. That's what I need. Sisters and brothers. Okay. So guys, I hope that you can understand what I'm saying. I think I tried to say goodbye a little bit ago, but this is me definitely signing off, and I hope that you can understand it again, like I said, and take a look about brain injury and read up on how it can affect friendships and things. And like me, I understand it, so I don't get offended by people. I don't feel upset. I mean, yeah, I do feel lonely. I feel very, very lonely, but there's no fault of my friends. That's all down to me. So, understanding all of that, I want to say good night or good morning, and I hope to catch you soon. Okay, bye.